With just 4 months to the first grade 6 exam in the new competency-based curriculum, more questions than answers emerge on how ready the Education Ministry is for junior secondary that starts in January of 2023.
Junior high school shall be hosted in secondary schools. But we have walked back because of the circumstances in the private sector.
A new battlefront is brewing between the Education Ministry and teachers, who maintain that moving the junior secondary component to secondary schools would amount to wastage of education infrastructure.
For the public sector, what we have decided to do now, the default position is still secondary school. So we are only taking primary schools that have the same compound with the secondary school. And I would want to tell you that the reason is because we don't have money to hire extra teachers.
But according to Education CS Professor George Magoha, the government could be cash-strapped to hire the over 60,000 teachers required for the new addition, considering that the current Class 8 will also be transitioning to Form 1 at the same time.
We don't want to go into wastage. We have proper personnel. We don't want to confuse parents. We want our junior secondary schools to be domiciled in primary schools. And if anything, let us refer to grade 7 and 8 and 9 as senior primary and not even junior secondary. Because we know the age of those children. So this is one thing that we must say with a lot of confidence, because we are the people in practice in teaching. We cannot be cheated anymore. And we want to say, for the smooth running of the education sector, the government should listen to Kenya National Union of Teachers, the representative of teachers in this republic.
Education stakeholders are, however, of the view that the best place for junior secondary would be sub-county secondary schools.
The transition, and our opinion is that because the children who are going to transit are very young, they're 12-year-olds, and some of them even younger, because we have kids who have enrolled below the age that is recommended by the ministry. It will be very important that these children are not sent to the bigger schools which are far away from home.
On top of that, they say it is not right to mix 11 and 12-year-olds with 17 and 18-year-olds who are in Form 4.
It will be important that these children go to sub-county schools. So our suggestion to government is that we place all junior secondary children in sub-county schools. Because sub-county schools, we have 7,000 of them. They are spread all over the country. And so these children can commute from home. And if they're not able to commute from home, they can be in a boarding school that is so near home that every weekend they be allowed to go home. So that they stay as close to their parents as possible, because they are at the most critical age when they need their parent to be close.
So far, the government has built over 6,500 classrooms for CBC, utilizing 4 billion shillings in the current budget. It remains interesting to see how the government will distribute the over 1.2 million learners set to join junior high school. The ministry is expected to release the placement guidelines of the grade 6 in junior secondary school system in 3 weeks' time.